What if I told you that the first 5 minutes of your morning could completely change the next 20 years of your life? Sounds like a bold promise, but stay with me. More and more research is pointing to a powerful truth. How you begin your day after age 65 can directly influence your energy levels, heart health, memory, joint function, and even how long you live. Not just the length of your life, but the quality of it. We're talking about the ability to stay independent, sharp, and active, well into your 80s and beyond. Now, this isn't about miracle pills, intense workouts, or expensive programs. It's about a simple, science-backed, 5-minute morning routine that most older adults have never even heard of, and yet this short sequence could become your daily defense against aging. Why does this matter? Because mornings are when your body is at its most vulnerable, dehydrated, stiff, slow to circulate blood, and lacking key nutrients. If you ignore those first few minutes, you're missing the window to set your day and your health on the right track. But if you take the right steps, even small ones, the benefits can snowball. Imagine waking up with more energy, clearer thinking, and fewer aches. Imagine impressing your doctor. Imagine feeling younger, without trying to turn back time, but by respecting how your body truly works. In this video, I'm going to break down this 5-part morning habit that could help you reclaim your health, sharpen your mind, and possibly add vibrant years to your life. By the end, you'll know exactly what to do and why skipping even one of these steps could be costing you more than you think. Ready? Let's get started. 1. Hydrate the right way as soon as you wake up. Let's start with something so simple, it's easy to overlook. Water. But not just any water and not at any time. What you drink, how you drink it, and when you drink it, especially within the first minute of waking up, can make a major difference in your heart health, circulation, and even mental clarity. Here's why. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body enters a state of mild dehydration, whether you feel thirsty or not. While you're asleep, you lose water through breathing and sweating. For older adults, this loss is even more critical because your body's ability to regulate fluids and thirst diminishes with age. Now imagine what's happening internally. Your blood becomes thicker, your circulation slows down, and your heart has to work harder just to get blood flowing properly, especially in the early morning, which is already the time when most strokes and heart attacks occur. It's not scare tactics, it's physiology. That's why the first thing you consume in the morning should be strategic. Not coffee, not orange juice, not even tea. Your body needs clean, room temperature water, and ideally with a squeeze of lemon. Why room temperature? Cold water causes blood vessels to constrict, which can make morning circulation worse, particularly for aging arteries. Room temperature water, on the other hand, encourages better absorption and smoother flow. And the lemon? It's not just for flavor. Lemons contain electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, and they help wake up your digestive system while supporting arterial flexibility with vitamin C. So here's the exact protocol. Keep a glass of water, 16 ounces, by your bed. The moment you wake up, before your feet even touch the floor, take slow sips and drink the full glass. Add the juice of about a quarter of a lemon. Not only will this hydrate your body, but it will also signal to your organs that it's time to wake up and function efficiently. Let's not forget, your kidneys, liver, brain, and heart all depend on proper hydration to work at full capacity. And while many people wait until breakfast, or even later, to drink water, seniors who hydrate immediately in the morning tend to have better cardiovascular markers, steadier blood pressure, and more energy throughout the day. Just take a moment to reflect. How do you start your mornings? Are you unknowingly stressing your heart before it even has a chance to get going? This 1-minute habit costs you nothing, but it could very well be the easiest, most impactful change you make this year. Don't underestimate it because it's simple. Start tomorrow. Prepare your water the night before. Place it on your nightstand, and as soon as you wake up, give your body exactly what it's been waiting for. Sometimes the most powerful medicine doesn't come in a pill. It comes in a glass. 2. The 60-second circulation boost after you stand up. You've just opened your eyes, you've hydrated. Now you're about to take your first steps out of bed, and this is where most people miss a critical moment. What if I told you that the first minute after standing up could significantly influence your brain health, stroke risk, and overall circulation for the rest of the day? It's not an exaggeration. After hours of lying still, your blood tends to settle in the lower parts of your body. This is especially true as we get older and our vascular system becomes less responsive. The moment you get out of bed, there's a sudden shift. Your heart must pump harder to redistribute blood upward, especially to your brain. If this process is sluggish, it can lead to dizziness, brain fog, or even worse, an increased risk of morning strokes. Now here's the good news. You can guide this process safely and effectively with a simple 60-second movement sequence. It takes no equipment, no special skills, and you don't even need to leave your bedroom. But it can dramatically improve circulation and reduce cardiovascular strain during those vulnerable first minutes of your day. Here's what to do right after you stand. Stand with your feet shoulder-width apart. Take a deep breath in while slowly raising both arms above your head. As you exhale, lower your arms back down. Roll your shoulders backward in a circular motion 5 times, then roll them forward 5 times. Do 10 gentle heel raises. Lift your heels off the floor so you're briefly on your toes, then slowly lower back down. These movements may seem modest, but they serve a powerful purpose. They activate the muscle pumps in your legs, which push blood back toward your heart and brain. At the same time, deep breathing delivers more oxygen and helps stabilize your nervous system. You're essentially giving your heart and blood vessels a head start. Instead of jolting into the day and hoping your circulation catches up, you're guiding your body into motion in a way that's smart, safe, and age-appropriate. A growing number of geriatric specialists recommend light movement within the first few minutes of waking, not full workouts, but intentional circulation resets. Think of this like priming the engine of a classic car. You wouldn't slam the gas pedal right away. You ease into it, letting the systems warm up. If you've ever experienced lightheadedness or unsteadiness in the morning, this could be your body's way of saying, I need a moment. Give it that moment. Take 60 seconds. Focus on breath, movement, and gentle control. It may not feel like much, but this tiny ritual can help reduce clot risks, improve oxygen delivery, and enhance mental clarity throughout the day. As you age, protecting your circulation becomes less about reacting to problems and more about creating daily habits that quietly but powerfully keep you thriving. 3. Eat protein. Within 30 minutes of waking up, let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention in the morning routine. Protein timing. Not just how much protein you get in a day, but when you consume it. And if you're over 65, this could be the missing link to maintaining your strength, balance, and independence. Here's what most people don't realize. As we age, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass, a process called sarcopenia. But the muscle loss isn't spread evenly throughout the day. Research shows that a critical window for muscle preservation exists within the first hour after waking. Yet this is when most older adults consume the least protein. Think about your usual morning: coffee, maybe toast, fruit or cereal. These may be comforting routines, but they're often low in protein. And unfortunately, your body doesn't store protein the way it does fat or carbs. It needs a steady, well-timed supply, especially in the morning when the body is rebuilding tissue and balancing hormones after an overnight fast. That's why eating 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within 30 minutes of waking up is a game changer. What does that look like in practice? A whey protein shake blended with water or unsweetened almond milk, 4 to 5 egg whites with 1 whole egg, scrambled or boiled, 1 cup of Greek yogurt with a scoop of protein powder. For plant-based diets, a plant protein smoothie made from pea, rice, or soy protein. You don't need to prepare a full breakfast buffet. What matters is that your muscles get the amino acids they need when they need them, and that's right after you wake up. Why so soon? Because your body's muscle-building hormones are most active during the morning hours. Miss that window, and you miss the chance to stimulate muscle protein synthesis at its most effective time. Over weeks and months, this can add up to weaker legs, poorer balance, and a higher risk of falls or fractures. One of the best things about this habit, it doesn't just support your muscles. It also helps regulate blood sugar, improves metabolism, and may help reduce cravings later in the day. Plus, starting your day with protein can stabilize your energy better than a sugary breakfast ever could. And let's not forget, maintaining lean muscle isn't about vanity. It's about function. Being able to get up from a chair without help, carry groceries, walk upstairs, enjoy your life on your own terms. So here's the challenge. Plan your morning protein tonight. Lay out your ingredients. Make it easy so there's no decision fatigue when you wake up. If you're serious about aging well, staying strong and feeling energized, this small habit could be one of the most powerful changes you make. Your muscles are talking. Are you listening? 4. The 90-second joint mobility routine you shouldn't skip. As we age, the ability to move freely and without pain becomes more than just a comfort. It's a gateway to independence. Unfortunately, morning stiffness is something most people over 65 experience, but too often accept as just a part of getting older. The truth is, it doesn't have to be. What many seniors don't know is that this stiffness isn't just uncomfortable, it's a warning sign from your joints. Ignoring it can lead to chronic inflammation, joint degeneration, and even reduced mobility over time. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. After a night of sleep, the synovial fluid, your body's natural joint lubricant, thickens due to inactivity. That makes your joints feel stiff and creaky in the morning, especially when you first try to move. And if you go straight from bed to full motion, like climbing stairs or reaching overhead, you may be creating friction and pressure in areas that aren't quite ready. But there's good news. You can prevent this daily strain with just 90 seconds of gentle movement designed specifically to restore flexibility and joint comfort. Think of it as your morning oil change, getting those hinges moving smoothly again. Here's a simple mobility routine you can do right after your circulation boost and before you dive into breakfast. Sit on the edge of your bed. Gently rotate each ankle 10 times in both directions. This wakes up the lower joints and improves blood flow. Make circular movements with your knees, 10 times in each direction. Keep your movements slow and fluid. Stand up slowly and hold onto a chair or dresser for balance if needed. Perform 5 gentle side bends to each side, stretching the spine and sides of your torso. Next, rotate your upper body left and right 5 times, keeping your hips stable. Finish with 10 shoulder rolls backward, opening up the upper back and releasing tension from sleep posture. That's it. You've just created a smoother path for your joints to function all day long. You may be thinking, can something this simple really make a difference? Absolutely. Over time, this small act builds mobility resilience, meaning your joints stay healthier, you move more comfortably, and you reduce your chances of falls or overuse injuries. This practice is especially important for those who suffer from arthritis, have had joint replacements, or simply want to avoid depending on others for basic tasks. And unlike high-impact workouts or stretching routines that require time and space, this 90-second sequence is designed for real life. In your pajamas, in your bedroom, no equipment needed. The goal isn't just flexibility, it's freedom. Freedom to dress yourself, reach overhead, walk longer distances, and continue enjoying the things that make life worth living. So tomorrow morning, before the day sweeps you into its routine, give yourself this gift. 90 seconds, 5 simple moves, a daily promise to stay mobile, pain-free, and in control. Your joints will thank you, not just today, but years from now. 5. The 60-second brain wake-up that could protect your memory. Let's be honest. Most people fear losing their memory more than losing their mobility. And for good reason. Your brain is the control center for everything you value. Your independence, your relationships, your sense of self. So here's the question. Are you doing anything proactive each day to protect it? You exercise your body. You take care of your heart. But what about your mind? Just like your muscles, your brain needs stimulation, especially in the early morning, when it's primed for building new neural connections. Researchers have found that the brain's neuroplasticity, its ability to form fresh pathways, is highest right after waking. And yet, most people waste that window scrolling their phones or stressing over the day's to-do list. Here's a simple fix. A 60-second mental clarity exercise designed to activate your brain, sharpen your memory, and help preserve cognitive function as you age. It's called reverse memory recall, and it works like this. Each morning, close your eyes and mentally walk backward through the previous day. Try to recall what you ate for dinner, then lunch, then breakfast. Who you spoke to, starting from the last person back to the first. What clothes you wore, where you went, and what you did. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is active retrieval, forcing your brain to access memories in a nonlinear way, which builds mental flexibility and strengthens short-term and long-term memory. And if you're feeling ambitious, try going back 2 days. Add more details. Challenge yourself to notice something new. You're not just recalling your day, you're training your brain to be alert, present, and organized. Over time, this exercise can improve focus, word recall, and attention span. It may even help delay the onset of age-related cognitive decline. Let's put this into perspective. The average crossword puzzle takes 10 to 15 minutes. Brain training apps, even longer. But this exercise takes just 1 minute, requires no paper, no technology, and no prep. You can do it while sitting on the edge of your bed or sipping your morning coffee. So why does it work? Because it targets executive function, the mental CEO that handles memory planning and emotional regulation. And strengthening this area daily may reduce your risk of conditions like dementia or Alzheimer's down the road. Think of your mind like a garden. If you don't water it, prune it, and tend it every day, weeds start to take over. This 60-second habit is your daily brain care. Simple, effective, and completely in your control. So tomorrow morning, instead of grabbing your phone or drifting into autopilot, pause. Close your eyes, rewind your day, engage your memory. 1 minute, that's all it takes. Because your brain deserves the same care and attention you give your body, maybe even more. So, here's what it comes down to. 5 simple habits, 5 minutes each morning, and potentially years of strength, clarity, and vitality added to your life. We've covered how a glass of water can jumpstart your heart, how light movement boosts blood to your brain, how early protein fuels your muscles, how gentle stretches protect your joints, and how a short memory game can sharpen your thinking. None of this is magic, it's science. And it's about working with your body, not against it, as it ages. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need a gym membership. You just need intention and maybe a little consistency. Think about what's at stake. The freedom to travel, to play with grandkids, to enjoy your morning walks, to remember birthdays and faces and names. These aren't just luxuries. They're parts of a life well lived. This routine doesn't promise immortality, but it does give you the tools to show up stronger for yourself, for your family, for the things that matter most. So here's your challenge. Pick one of the 5 habits and start tomorrow. Set out your water, prep your protein, write yourself a sticky note, whatever it takes. And if this video helped you in any way, hit that like button. Leave a comment below telling us which habit you're starting with. And don't forget to subscribe, because we're just getting started with practical, science-backed health tips made for people like you. Share this with someone over 65 who deserves to feel their best again. 5 minutes. One new beginning. You've earned it.